Welcome back to the morning show here on Arise News. Joining us now is Okpe with stories trending around the world. Good morning, Oji. How are you doing?
Hello,
How are you?
Good.
Hi, Dr. Batia. Hi. Good morning, Tundra. I missed my badge, but well, good morning to you, viewers. We begin what's trending today in Nigeria. Nigerians have reacted to the Supreme Court's ruling in Imo State nullifying the election of Emeka Ihedioha as the governor of Imo State. The Independent National Electoral Commission had declared Emeka Ihedioha winner of the election, but Hope Uzodinma, who came fourth at the elections, challenged the outcome of the election. In a unanimous decision on Tuesday, a 7-man panel held that Ihedioha did not win majority of the votes cast in the election. Many Nigerians on social media have had mixed reactions to the news. Former governor of Imo State, Rochas Okorocha, was among those who hailed the ruling. He wrote, "Today, my hope in Nigeria's state has been further strengthened. The Supreme Court has delivered justice to the good people of Imo State and reinforced our belief that illegality has no place in our polity. I congratulate Governor Hope Uzodinma wholeheartedly." Senior advocate of Nigeria, Festus Keyamo, wrote, "The same revered and exalted Supreme Court of Nigeria that nullified APC's victory in Zamfara State has affirmed the victory of APC in Imo State. That is judicial neutrality at its very best. I quickly drop this here before our usual bad losers begin to cry foul and change the narrative." Lawyer and former Minister of Culture Femi Fani-Kayode wrote, "Would someone please explain to me how a candidate that came fourth in the election suddenly became the winner? The Supreme Court has a lot of explaining to do. The people of Imo did not deserve this nonsense." Another person that was trending from the news was Catholic priest Father Mbaka, who predicted that the Imo State governor would lose his seat. Twitter user Dejit Imole wrote, "Breaking, Supreme Court sacks Ihedioha, declares Hope Uzodinma as Imo State governor." Father Mbaka predicted this 2 weeks ago. I feel like Father Mbaka was trending even more than the whole story
because he said it. He said all he sees is hope in Imo State, hope this, hope that.
Yes.
And when he had to clarify, he said that Ihedioha is going to leave that position.
Yes, and everyone is saying that his church is going to be filled today because of this.
And can you imagine the politicians beating a hasty path to his door between now and 2023?
That's exactly what he's the one that's really won. But it's not the first time he's predicted as well. Apparently, he's predicted before that I believe Jonathan was going to lose as well. Yes, he did. And I mean, he feels like he's the... but like you rightly said...
He's now the oracle.
He's now the oracle, exactly,
You know, of course, that he's also a controversial priest.
Yes.
And sometimes, he's dabbling into politics, and political commentary has been criticized in many quarters. But you are right. The way he has been... part of the subject of the Supreme Court outcome in Imo State has given greater publicity to his prophecies and to his church, what he calls the adoration ground.
Right.
But it's primarily a Catholic priest.
Yes. I mean, that's the whole, but I mean, like you rightly said, this whole thing has caused a whole issue on social media because people don't really understand the Supreme Court ruling.
And why the prophecy,
I can't wait to read it.
Yes.
Why the prophecy is an issue also is because Nigerians are very superstitious.
Extremely.
Yes.
And prophecies are very, they sell a lot in Nigeria, particularly between December and January. Every event, people have a small sheet of paper.
I do believe in things
trying
like
to
that.
tick off which primate is accurate, which prophet has said the right thing.
Which to believe and which not to believe.
I don't dismiss prophecies because I do, like you said, the Holy Spirit does speak to people who are in tune.
Absolutely, and my mother always tells me that. So, I mean, I think that he should be some sort of national treasure and be preserved as an oracle in Nigeria.
Oh, there are so many prophets.
Yes, there are many.
Yes.
But like predicting
the thing became fashionable one year.
No, but
I started writing a January column to make my own predictions.
Oh, really?
And I tell you, I got some of them right.
Oh, wow. I'll be consulting you after the show.
We will call him no longer Dr.
Except that I rely on common sense. I rely on common sense rather than any spirit.
You don't claim any visitations, any celestial visitations.
Not at all.
Okay. Well, still in Nigeria, in a now viral video, the governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike, was seen to be addressing traditional rulers and emphasizing the importance of preserving the traditional institution in a condescending manner. Let's take a look.
Before I read my speech, I'll declare this 112 quarterly meeting open. I just want to ask, how many of the traditional rulers came with their staff of office? Can they stand with their staff of office? I hope you understand the implication of staff of office. I cannot be addressing you and some of you are using your ordinary walking stick when you come here. So since you don't want to have your staff of office, I'll give it to other people. We must show good example. I agree with what you have said. In fact, I want to tell the Attorney General to make sure that we propose a bill to the State House of Assembly. If you are not a government-recognized traditional ruler, you cannot answer your royal highness. Stop clapping. You are being selfish. Don't stop clapping. It's not something to clap. It's something that should be done, which is the right thing. It's not because of you, because you won't be there forever. It's to protect the institution. So don't clap because you are there now. So this year we're going to, it will be a serious year. Anybody, stop shaking your head. Because that's sacrifice for you. You should stop shaking your head. You are one of those who are causing problems. They gave you chieftaincy, you're a young boy, so you don't even know what to do with it. And then when I'm speaking, you're shaking your head like this. Oh, fake. Causing problem everywhere. You just go and wear something that's bigger than you. When somebody looking for power, you would think that an elderly person, very small young man, this one. I know when I was in school, he was running around, going for errand. Now he's wearing Osman Danfodio. Then you begin to breach a protocol. He thinks that when he's shaking his head, then I will be happy. That's fake.
That's quite appalling.
But these are the indignities that you suffer when you go cap in hand to governors for patronage, as they call it.
And apparently that guy he was referring to is the Amayanabo of Bonny. Like, I cannot even believe
his subjects should be outraged by that.
I want to ask you, Dr. Abati, when did this practice of governors appointing traditional rulers begin? Because that's not the traditional practice.
It's a military tradition. And, as part of the attempt to control everything, the military took over the traditional institution. And Governor Wike, who is ordinarily a humble and friendly person, was sounding there as if he's a military administrator. And the unfortunate thing is that as, governor, you need the traditional institution.
Exactly.
Because the traditional rulers are very close to the people. But the problem is that governors, under the edict, the chieftaincy edicts in the various states, are the ones who hand over the staff of office. And as we have seen in Kano State, we are now seeing traces of that here. The governor talking down on traditional rulers. But it's a good thing that some of the traditional rulers did not stand up when he asked them to stand up with their staff of office. Some sat down.
No, because they didn't have their staff of office.
Oh, they didn't have it. Okay, the ones that came with their walking stick.
Yeah,
so these ones who had it stood up like school children.
Literally like school children.
The governor says he doesn't want a walking stick. Yeah. Do you know the importance of your staff of office, which is just simply a symbol? A traditional ruler gains his legitimacy from the acceptance of by his own people, not by the dictates of a governor.
This was quite appalling to watch.
Traditional rulers, they were not even allowed to shake their heads.
No, they couldn't shake their heads. And I don't even know what he means by they should come to these types of meetings with their staff of office, because not all traditional rulers have to do that.
But every traditional ruler, though, has a staff of office.
Yes, they do.
It's just, and
but he has been having problems with the traditional rulers over the matter of the Soku oil wells. The state, River State, has been in court with the Bayelsa state government. And he called out recently the Amayanabo of I think, Kalabari, Prince War, His Royal Highness Prince War, accusing him of trying to cause division in the state. And what is his offense? I think he had a conversation with the governor of Bayelsa State, and he didn't report to the governor. Whereas the Amayanabo of Abonema, whom he commended, after speaking with Sirake Dixon, immediately reported to the governor. So he has, you know, those issues in terms of how the people within his own state relate with, you know, the governor of Bayelsa State. But that's no justification.
No justification whatsoever for him to refer to those people like that. It was quite condescending, I must say, and really not necessary.
It really is. Oji, thank you so much for what's trending. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.